Hi there, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm back again. Here we go with yet, well, my last Spider-Man legend for a while. Kind of run out of, not enthusiasm, that's not fair. Ran out of ideas for the Spider-Man cards I haven't covered yet. So, as I said in yesterday's video, if there's anything you want me to see cover next week, please leave a comment down below and I'll kick off next week with whichever one you pick. But for today, there was only one place to go today. And it was the other card that really did catch my eye and it's taken some thinking about, which was Mr. Negative, or Withar Cocoon Keeper if you're playing on Arena or MTGO. It is 5 and white and a black for a 5/5 human villain with vigilance and lifelink. And when Mr. Withar enters the battlefield, you may exchange life totals with target opponent. If you lost life this way, draw that many cards. Yeah. So you really actually... It's the first legend I can think of for a while that actually cares about you having a lower life total than your opponents, and then you want a higher life total, than your opponents. Then you want to get a lower life total, and then you want to get the life back again. And yeah, it gave me a bit of a headache working this one out. I'll be honest, before I've left it towards the end of what I was looking at for Spider-Man, but I think I've got there now. So here we go. Here's what today's deck really does look like. So, starting at the beginning, we've got the usual selection of creatures that lets gain life if we can. So we've got Aunt May coming in from the Spider-Man set. Obviously, not going to really be chucking around the +1/+1 counters, but it's another 1-drop 0/2 that lets us gain life when a creature enters. So, helps start pumping our life total instantly. The Children of Collis is a bit of a weird one. So if I've got my timings right, you play Mr. Negative, you swap life totals, you get a lower life total. Then if you've got the children in play, you can sack this off to gain the life again, because you gain the life equal to the life lost you've this turn. So yeah, you actually end up ahead, I think. Anyway, Esper Sentinel's no-brainer, just to get the card drawn and go. Guide of Souls for some more life gain. Mother of Runes protects our creatures when they come into play so they don't get taken out. Ocelot Pride, because I just like making cat tokens. First strike, lifelink, 1-drop. It's very nice with the Ascend trigger. More tokens, fine by me. Bit of a no-brainer because we want to get our life on the go as Serra Ascendant, because we all know how this works in Commander. You play it, it automatically comes in as 6/6 with flying and lifelink. So it's one of the few cards I think possibly need banning in Commander, but people yell at me every time I see it. I still don't quite agree with it, even though I'm using it today. But yeah, that's just me and my personal thoughts, so ignore that. The other life gain creatures, Soul's Attendant, Soul's Warden are here. Elias Elcor, Sadistic Pilgrim's also in as well. So yay. From there, Lothal, Corrupt Sheriff, because I do like having the treasure tokens, and several of my people who play against me regularly on stream always have this in their black-white decks. I tend to forget about it or ignore it, but today I thought, nope, I've remembered, I'll play it. Then we got a Blinky creature, because Flicker Whisper's in, which is lovely with Mr. Negative, because you can just keep changing those life totals around. Halia from Edge of Eternities makes an appearance for more life gain, a little bit of card draw if we gain 3 or more. Lauren of the Third Path just gives another way of taking out those annoying enchantments and artifacts, and a little bit of card draw someone made friends with. Murderous Rider does double duty, helps us lower our life total, which can be useful sometimes. But it also means we can take out creatures, so it's all good from that point of view. Veto, Thorn of Duskrose, whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Yeah, okay then. The Bloodletter of the Bloodletter of Ak. We'll go with that because I can never say the last name and I don't want to butcher it anymore. If an opponent would lose life during your turn, they lose twice that much life instead. So yay, good for us. Enduring Tenacity is a bit of a weird one. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Yeah, okay then. That's pretty useful. Restoration Angel gives another way of blinking out Mr. Negative, as we can imagine, so we get a couple of triggers off him every so often. That's cool. The Rock's Faith Mender gives us double our life gain, so that's fine, because we will be losing life when we swap the life totals. That's the plan. Solemn Sim, just for the ramp, you know what it does. And then Tree of Predation is just silly. Exchange target opponent's life total with this creature's toughness. Yeah. Okay then, that gives you a nice way of setting up Mr. Negative coming into play, because you can nick the lowest life total, becomes their life the highest. Sorry, let me rephrase that. The person with the highest life total then gets life total of 30, and you play Mr. Negative where yours is probably going to be really high. Comes into play, you get their life total. Well, they get your life total, so you get their life total, and you draw a whole load of cards. Just be careful you don't deck yourself with this deck, by the way. I should have said that at the start. Bloodthirsty Conqueror. Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. Thank you. Elish Norn also makes an appearance. Mother of the Machines is here just to double up on our triggering abilities and stopping everyone else's into the battlefield's effects happening. Yep, Gary. Yep, we'll just move on from there. Asteron the Decadent comes in from Battle for Baldur's Gate. Death Touch lifelink, beginning of your end step, choose one. Target opponent loses life equal to the amount of life they lost this turn, which could be problematic with Mr. Negative, as you can imagine. Or you can gain life equal to the amount of life you gained this turn. So, yeah, keeps us going. And finally, so we can use some of that lovely life we're gaining or losing. And we've got Villas, Broker of Blood. So, go for us. Nice. From there, sorceries. Damn and Damnation are in, and Toxic Deluge control the board. Then some card draw, Night's Whisper, Sign in Blood, Foreboding Fruit, and Funeral Runes, because I decided to play all of them. You can pick whichever one of these you want to. There's a lot of different effects that do this in black now, so these are the ones that I remember to play, so they came today. Instants are, as you can imagine, white blink spells to a certain extent, all creature removal. So Ephemerate's here, Gateway Glamour's in, Control's Path and Swords, Flicker of Fate to flicker in Mr. Negative every so often, Otherworldly Journey to do the same, Acrobatic Maneuver to do the same, and a bit of card draw. Anguish Unmaking to really take out that annoying non-land permanent that's annoying you, even if it costs you 3 life. Eerie Interlude, Ghost Away for more blinking effects, along with Scroll Shift and a little bit of card draw. Scroll Shift and Semester's End is the final one. We can just do all of our creatures if we need to at some stage and get them all come in again, so it's all good. Artifact-wise, well, Tantalite, Talisman, Elixir of Immortality, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, the Medallions, the Talisman, Thought Vessels. We've got no maximum hand size, so we should be drawing a lot of cards with Mr. Negative up here. There we go. Get the finger pointing in the right direction. Panharmonicon, just because we can double up on our triggers effects. And then both crystals are in. The Darkness Crystals, so we can nick other people's creatures and use them on our side of the board. And the Wind Crystals, we gain even more life. And then eventually, hopefully, give all our creatures flying and lifelink and win the game, maybe. And finally, Conjurer's Closet, because it's just another lovely way of blinking Mr. Negative in and out. Enchantments, well, Abiding Grace gives us a land every turn, but the second ability is also really useful. A lot of our life gain is based on one-dropped creatures at the top here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like 9 of them, which we do really need to have in play. So the Abiding Grace gives us a way of bringing them back if they get killed off. More blinking with a teleportation circle, and then, yeah, the most hated black combo in the world's in the deck. Exquisite Blood, Sanguine Blood. You know the score. When this starts going off, you pretty much win the game with these two. So, yeah, if you get them both in play and someone's let you get there, well, GG's. Yeah. From there, just your usual selection of black and white lands all the way through. We have got Reliquary Tower kicking around somewhere. There you go, because we do want to make sure we've got maximum hand size. Concealed Courtyard, the encampment's in because I do like the ability whenever we attack, we get some 2/1/1 red warrior creature attacking tokens that taps and attacking, so it helps a little bit. Emiria's in because we are playing 10 planes along with all the other lands that double up as planes as well, so it made sense to have that here to return everything that gets killed off. Reliquary Tower, Shadow I've mentioned, the rest of the black-white dual lands, Sun Swamp, Tainted Field. Always play these if you're playing a base black deck, by the way, just because they're really good, and you always end up with Swamp play. And finally, Urborg, Tomb of the Yuggermoth, also makes an appearance today just to really help us out and get there with our lands we need. And that's really it. As my take on Mr. Negative, I love the idea of swapping life totals around annoying people. The only trouble is, yeah, we've got the medallions, we've got the crystals, we cut the cost down, but Mr. Negative being at 7 mana is a little bit expensive. But I'm sure we can get there quick enough with this deck to make it all worthwhile. Or, you know, if you're playing Withar, the same idea. Yeah, but swapping people's life totals is always a bit of fun in Magic, and people do tend to get a bit like, oh God, I don't know what I'm going to do now. But if you're giving them life and drawing cards, they're probably going to be okay with that, I think. But anyway, that's my take on Mr. Negative. If there's anything I've missed out that you think should be in the deck, please let me know in the comments down below. I do read them all and I do respond to them all. As I said at the start of the video, not really sure where I'm going with Spider-Man now, so I've hit the random button. I've got a couple of cards that have randomly appeared, and one of them is actually black-white, so I'll do a different one tomorrow and do the black-white one again on Friday. Completely different setup for that one though, so it's a bit different. It is from Final Fantasy, so you can see that on Thursday, sorry. But for now, thanks for watching. Take care. Hit the like, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. If you've got any sort of like lovely yell things left to do, please hit the boost button for me as well. Cheer button, that's what I'm looking for. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with another one. Something different. Take care. Have a good one. Bye bye.